Hi there. Welcome to the first episode of Shats and Jiggles. That's Shats and Jiggles, in case you didn't hear me. This is Gadget Mad Lad, obviously. Chris, your host, or whatever the hell I am to you. Where's that? Give you a bit of that, yeah? Right, so here's what we're doing. Yesterday, I had a TV that was broken, and I tore it to pieces. Say it, Chris, don't spray it. Anyway, so I had a TV, tearing it to pieces, and mid tearing it to pieces, I come across this little beauty. And I don't know if you can notice there and that, but see some fuses. Well, if I get this here, with my tweezers, I shall show you between this and this, there was a fuse. And guess what that fuse was? I'll give you a clue, it wasn't the 330 ohm one that I've been looking for this entire freaking time. Nope, it was this, which if I can get to zoom in, can we get the image? Come on, focus, goddammit. Oh, you got that or not? The point is, this is 332 ohms. Excuse me. This is the closest one I've been able to find in regards to any of them. The thing is, I've actually ordered some. I've got some coming tomorrow. Some proper, not the hourglass type little ceramic things, if you know what I mean. I'm using them instead. That's what I've resorted to because I couldn't find any of the resistors or fuses that I need. Well, I found that, so my thought was, we'd see if it works. So, hence, Shats and Jiggles, I thought, because it's not like there's a point to it or anything, right, so what I've done, I've desoldered the battery, I took all the screws out of the back of this, so we can just get straight to it, yeah? So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take these screws out, we're going to remove this here, because this is the light from the top screen, originally, and that's what I was using to do the mod, because all the fuses I tried didn't work, did they, if you remember correctly from all the other videos that I've done. Well, this is, I just thought to myself, it's typical. I order some, because I don't usually do that when it comes to parts. I'll check hundreds of circuit boards if I have to, but I figured because of the videos, I need to do the DSI macro, which I really want to do. I need a 330 ohm resistor to be able to do that, so why the hell not, innit? So I thought out 11 quid I think it is for a bow jack kit, and that's what got coming tomorrow. But anyway, the point is, yesterday when I was turning the telly down, I come across that, and I was like, that is so typical, I've ordered that now. Well, I do need them for other things, so I suppose there's reason for it, isn't there? So anyway, back to the point at hand. So all I need to do now is remove these screws here, which I'll just put there to the side. Remember the white rings on the PCB itself, that only for your Phillips / crosshead screws. And if I remember correctly, there's only 4 of them. So, I don't know if it helps or not, maybe. But only this part of it is where your crosshead / Phillips screws go. Your silver ones, essentially. Your black tri-wing ones are for the going in the back of there when it goes back together. I can't remember when it is exactly, but I'm sure that I've probably said it at some point. It's not because I can't be bothered counting, I'm just a little bit busy trying to get this done, you get me? And also don't want to be making mistakes because I'm a very delicate bit here. This is the bit I don't like doing on the original DS. And I found this in quite a fun process, to be honest with you. This is some of not so favourite bits. You can't put too much force on it, that's the trick. So, I think that's it now, I think we're good. So if I'm not mistaken, that should come out. Yep, that will come out. Let's just catch on the triggers a little bit. So pull away, we're all good. Lovely jubbly. So move that to the side. That can go, 1 second. Put that behind my waist like in that. It's been a really stormy night tonight and crazy weather. It's really hot, but like really stormy. Trying not to drip my sweat everywhere. Right, so back to my hand. Right, so now this, originally I tried it, it's here, between LED C2 and LED A2 is where we need to put the fuse. So between these two little points, it's a little singed from where I did it last time, because at this point I've had like, is it 2 or 3 different fuses on this? I'm not too sure, I can't remember, but I remember I was frazzled the pads away to nothing. Right, so I've got my soldering iron heating up already, so we'll get the tweezers, which are here. We'll get our little friend. Oh, not that thing, Chris, why don't you? You can see that or not? Oh, you see it there, 332. See it? Well, that's what we've got to put across there. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know, but the way I see it is if it doesn't work, at least if you're watching and you're wondering how exact the resistance needs to be to 330 ohms, well, put it this way, from what how much was it? I tried a 151 out of an LED strip. I tried a 2001 or something, or 1002, something along them lines. Right, so let's get this into the right position. That seems like a nice little touch. If I'm not mistaken, let's come around here. I'm sorry if I can't give you the exact view of it, it's a bit awkward. There we go. I think I'll put a little bit of tin on it just to be on the safe side. A little poke test. Yeah, we've got a connection there, I think. Frazzled in the process, that was a quick, easy little job, wasn't it? So, I showed the camera, I showed you them 2 little points that I needed bridging with the fuse. See if I can get that right. Focus. There, can you see? I have to hold it with my hand and point with the screwdriver. So this here, this tiny little thing. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but not the hardest thing either. So that's it now. Let's see if my hard work has prevailed. So place bets now. I'm guessing if you're not a electrician or anything, you probably know the answer already. Is 332 ohms in a resistor good enough to work as the top LED strip? Because at this point I've got the actual top LED strip to use instead. So worst case scenario, obviously I won't make you sit through that. The next thing I'll be making you guys sit through will be a teardown of this. Nothing special. So it's a mobile phone that it works kind of, but I'm gonna tear it down in the next video and show. We'll go for the menu and stuff first, and then we'll tear it down. But that's a little sneaky peek of the next episode. So don't say I don't give you spoilers. Spoilers of Minecraft, have you heard me? Like I'm bleeding Marvel or something. Got this thing on Facebook, you know, your BIOS. Mine says my 2 excuse me, my 2 Facebook channel, my 2 YouTube channels are the best things since sliced bread. And I thought, I hope people don't take it the wrong way, like in other words, like, yeah, he thinks he's it, he thinks he's something special. Because my response was going to be, yeah, because sliced bread's got 2 more subscribers than I have, which I thought was pretty funny. But I guess it's got that kind of humour. You know, because sliced bread isn't on YouTube. You get it? So I did there. Yeah, I laugh at my own jokes a lot, so if that, hopefully I don't bother you. Also, I get giggly when I'm nervous. Right now I'm a little bit nervous, not because I'm getting a bit used to the camera and stuff. I'm dripping in sweat and I'm trying my hardest not to. It's like Mission Impossible kind of thing, you know, where Tom Cruise is hovering over that thing and he's trying not to get a drip of sweat on the floor. I'm holding my breath as I'm doing it. Like, Chris, don't drip your forehead sweat onto that bleeding circuit board. It'll frazzle. So that's what I'm trying not to do right now. My funk soul brother. Right, so yeah, right, losing myself on that again. God, I can talk some crap. Right, so again, like we've done before, we're all fastened up with that, by the way. It should be good. We don't need to re-put this in now, because this is what essentially is the solderless version of the thing I've just soldered in. What I'll do, I'm hoping I can do another macro fuse at some point, and I'm gonna the screen LEDs in this one, and the screen LEDs from the other one that I do of these, which should be the blue one. I'm going to get a Game Boy. I was thinking either a Game Boy Color or the original, black and white one. Not quite decided which yet. I'll get into what I'm talking anyway. So I'm gonna attempt to try and put a backlight into that. Whether it'll work or not, I don't know. But I've got some old TVs. Not TVs. Yeah, TVs. But LCD televisions. When I tear them apart, they've got like a plastic kind of perspex thing at the back. It's like a light tube kind of thing, if you know what that means. Like a piece of clear plastic that's slightly frosted, and it travels LED lights to certain places, and that's how your TV kind of illuminates. There's like a miniature version of that for like phones and game consoles and stuff. Well, my aim is, cause what it is in the top light of the top screen on a normal. One sec, let's see if I've got one I can show you. In this, before it's been modified to be a macro, and it's still the DS original like this, in this top screen here, all there is to illuminate this top screen is like one tiny little strip of LEDs here. And I think there's like maybe 4 or 5 in it or something, and that illuminates the whole screen. Well, that's what's connected to this board here, wrapped around and kind of hidden away by the tape. So I'm hoping with them two I can kind of do it equally and evenly, and get the light to disperse nicely. Maybe use something from an LED TV or something to use as my light pipe to kind of guide the light where I want it to be, so we don't get like loads of bleed through. If you've seen like light mods, you'll know what I'm talking about there. Like it looks, you can tell where the lights are on the screen. It looks it's still better than the original screen, I suppose, but they look, I don't want to say tacky, but I suppose tacky is the only word you could really use in it. It's probably better words, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But I figured that might be a nice way of doing that, maybe. Another cool thing I like to do as well, for a future video this is though, give you a quick sneaky peek. Hope this stuff interests you, obviously, hence why it's called Shats and Jiggles. That's SHATS and JIGGLES. Jiggles, when you jiggle. So, Shats and Jiggles. Well, this is like me talking on me. You remember my first episode, thinking out loud? Well, it's kind of like that a little bit, whilst I do some shit. Oh, do some stuff even. Pardon my language there. Right, anyway, so you see this one here? Not this one, actually, this one. Where is it? Yeah, that one I'm going to be modifying and adding a few bits and bobs on. But this one here, it's got buttons missing. It seemed by the days, to say the least. It's buggered. I don't know how buggered yet, obviously, so I intend to find out. But my intention with this is I want to do a PSP. The 2DS, how it's like a kind of big slate type kind of console. With this, I want to put the screen above the buttons, and I want to kind of bring the buttons a bit closer together below it, so it'd be kind of like the PSP Go when it slid out, so to speak. Because I can add a bigger battery, I can add charge ports that it's not usually meant to have and stuff. Make it a bit interesting, plus the screen will look a bit more. I don't know. I really like the PSP, but I think it'd be an interesting take on it. So that's going to be one of my future videos. Like I said, I can waffle some crap, and if you like this kind of stuff, you probably don't want to be watching my Shats and Jiggles. I'm not going to keep saying that, I'll just introduce it as that, like, from now on, but just emphasising that this is different to my usual teardown kind of stuff, and mods and stuff like that, because obviously I know I waffle on in them ones, but I'm going to kind of go off a bit more. Intend to go off, does that make sense? The point is to have a point but still have no point. Me and like just sort of like waffle on about what my future videos might be. And if you like any of the ideas, feel free to sort of like say, oh yeah, we like that, Chris, you know what I mean, get that done ASAP or something, and I'll put a rush in it, you get me? But obviously, this is all new to me, this YouTube stuff. I'm thinking of stuff that I've wanted to see in other videos, but never really kind of been seeing or whatever. And that's what I'm aiming for. What I want to see. So I'm hoping you kind of want to see the same thing. Another thing as well that I've got upcoming soon, within the next few months, is I know you've seen this done a few times on YouTube already, because I've seen quite a few different takes on it, but mine again is going to be different. So, you know, Chinese clone handhelds, fake Game Boys and Game Boy Advances and all the other stuff like that. Well, I'm going to buy a load of them, different models and stuff, unbox it, go through the games, like, very briefly with the games, because the games are the most boring bit about it, if you ask me, when it comes to the reviews. It's like you can get through it quick, can't you? In other words, yeah, it's fast, it's slow, it's too glitchy, whatever, too much screen tear or something like that, whatever it is, that can be done quick. For me, the true test of a Chinese clone handheld is the innards of it. You know, what the quality of the board is, and you know, the PCBs and the chips that they use and stuff like that, and so you can usually tell the quality of that by that, I find. And plus, I always like to try and hack them and find, like, I'd love to be able to take the games off it. You know, like what's it called? BitBoy. I was, when it comes to saying the right thing, I was losing my words. I can't remember what it's called. Mine Vince has done it, and Elliot of the Retro Future, and a few other people, Rarez and stuff like that. It's like a little snidey Game Boy. It's not the 8-bit though, it's the Retro something or other. Can't remember the weird name of it. It's not the point anyway. Well, I remember when they first reviewed that, I was watching the reviews and stuff, and I think it was Vince, my mate Vince, essentially he had one, and it was faulty. And when he opened it up to fix it, he inadvertently showed me a bit of the circuit board, which I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it was pretty cool. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty awesome, because I noticed there was a micro SD slot on it, and Elliot in the Retro Future, he referenced it himself a couple of videos, about a few months later, whatever it was, but that he was gonna, if he got enough likes in his video, he was gonna solder a micro SD card into the, you know, the empty slot, and to see if, like, you know, if anything happened, if you could add games to it or whatever. I don't think anything ever came of it. So, but in the follow up they did, you know, the next episode, the next console they brought out, they essentially added it to it as like a function. So it wouldn't surprise me if you could have actually added the micro SD to the thing, which I thought was a pretty cool little thing, but nobody really followed through with that. So, right, well, we're ready to test it, so I can stop chatting me crap and we can get to the point, and let's find out. So, come on then, place bets. Do you think it worked? Or do you think it has to be exactly 330 ohms? It's 332 close enough. Give me a second to decide. I'm just asking my girlfriend, my wife, whatever. Sounds silly saying like that. Go on, what do you reckon?
What's that?
Do you think 332 is going to be close enough, or do you think it's not?
Yeah.
Do you think we're going to turn? Because we're going to have to do the whole setup thing again now.
I'm going to say yeah.
I'll take your hope from you then. Stay hopeful. Right, so here we go. First of all, it should turn on because the battery. Yep, there we go. Well, it's not automatically turn off straight away, so. Okay, not bad up to yet. So here, we've still got the touchscreen functionality, so we can just quickly tap through that. Confirm. Right, what we wanted to do, because bear in mind, the very first time I put the fuse in, it did this anyway. So we could still have a point of failure. Because what we need to do is restart and have to turn back on again. If it does, then yeah, this fuse has worked. So it's turned off. I'll grab a game. I'll stick a game in it. And we'll turn it back on. Will it turn on? It seems to be turning on. Yep, we're all good. Apparently. Let's double check it charges. Remember we did the micro USB charge mod on it, which I've got to admit is not looking the tidiest, but Oh my god, is that snug, that, considering it's not been glued in place? Super snug. Put it in that way. Yeah, we're charging still. So nothing's blowing on it or shorting. As you can see, yeah, we're all good. Well, there you go. It's nice to have a successful video for a change. Phew. I'm not gonna lie, I was pooing it a little bit with that. Had me a bit nervous, maybe that was passed down to me. Maybe it was just the heat that had me sweating, it was that too. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed Shats and Jiggles. Tune back in for a tech teardown, that'll be the next episode. And I'll see you for next time. Thanks for watching, bye.